The day begins on a granite dais, warmed by the morning sun. Here rests JAZZY, serene, with her young daughter. Beside them, SAXOM is a portrait of more focused care, her infant son cradled close. Yona completes the circle. They are a silent council, sharing the sun and the sacred duty of motherhood. A tremor of independence dots SAXOM, quote, a son. A ball of fuzzy courage pushes himself upright. His legs, new to this world, wobble on the stone. SAXOM is instantly alert. She rises, a graceful silhouette against the green, and coos a soft, encouraging kalba beckoning to venture forth. But the world is vast, and the stone is hard. The little one hesitates, his bravery faltering. In a heartbeat, SAXOM sweeps him back into the fortress of her embrace. The lesson can wait, safety cannot. This is SAXOM's way. Her embrace is a constant harbour. In a troop where curious aunts and uncles may wander close, her caution is a deep, instinctual song. To her, the world holds gentle friends, but also potential thievery. The kidnapping of an infant by a higher-ranking female is a dark shadow in their collective memory. Her son will explore, but always from the anchor of her arms. Contrast paints the clearest picture. While SAXOM anchors, JAZZY trusts. She watches her daughter with soft eyes, her body relaxed. She believes in the social fabric of her troop, in the gentle nature of her brother and friends. Her vigilance is a quiet watchfulness, not a desperate clutch. It is a philosophy written in her calm posture. Love does not always mean restraint. SAXOM's pedagogy is one of gentle urgency. Again, she coaxes her son to walk. She is the dedicated tutor, using sign and sound to guide his unsteady feet. This active instruction, this push towards independence, even from within the circle of protection, marks her approach. It is a different rhythm from JAZZY's patient allowance. Two mothers, one stone, two schools of love. The dynamic shifts with a new presence, an elder matriarch, her fur etched with the silver of many seasons, joins their sunlit platform. Her arrival carries weight, the quiet authority of age. Yona reads the unspoken hierarchy without conflict. She yields the prime resting spot, melting back into the dappled light of the understory. Gladys settles in, the social order affirmed as smoothly as a leaf turning in the stream. Jazzy, unperturbed by this change in the audience, closes her eyes. For her, the presence of Gladys and even the watchful Saxon does not raise alarm. In this moment, her trust extends to the stability of the troop itself. She dozes, a testament to her perceived safety. And so, the classroom is set. The three mothers, Saxon, Jazzy, and now Gladys form a protective triangle. In its center, their tiny progeny become pioneers. They stumble, they roll, they touch noses in simian greeting. They are learning the most fundamental lesson, how to be. And around them, a ring of watching eyes, some anxious, some serene, shields them from all harm. But one guardian breaks the symmetry while the other infants mingle. Saxon's son remains a satellite orbiting his mother. Each time he strains toward the playful chaos, Saxon's arm, gentle but inexorable, reels him back. Hers is a love that hoards, that treasures proximity above all else. A hug that is both a sanctuary and, perhaps, a cage. The sun climbs, and with it, the complexity of the social world. Peace is a fragile commodity in the jungle, always negotiated, always tested. A new energy arrives. Dakota, a younger male, bounds onto the stage. His movement is less stately, more unpredictable. In an instant, Jazzy's serene trust evaporates. Her eyes open, sharp and focused. She slides smoothly from her resting pose to sit squarely beside her playing daughter. Dakota's presence has drawn a line. Jazzy has moved to stand on guard beside it. Then the king enters. The sound of the dominant Maleb the troop's leader rumbles through the clearing like thunder. In a blur of fur and fear, the scene dissolves. Gladys, Dakota, Yona, all scatter into the labyrinth of vines and leaves. Safety is not in numbers now, but in invisibility. The stone platform lies empty, abandoned to the fading echo of power. when the storm of the alpha's presence passes, life cautiously re-emerges. JAZZY and SAXOM, allied in their maternal mission, find a new stage. A massive, mossy boulder cradled in a quiet grove. Here, away from the crowd, their story continues. On this organic gymnasium, their styles diverge yet complement. JAZZY becomes the coach, nudging her daughter upward on the boulder's slope, teaching balance on an uneven world. SAXOM, meanwhile, offers the fuel for growth her son nurses contentedly, gathering strength in the safety of her lap, nourishment and challenge side by side. And then, a miracle SAXOM allows. Perhaps reassured by the secluded space, perhaps seeing the joyful competence of JAZZY's child, she loosens the tether. Her son, heart fortified by milk and newfound permission, toddles over. The two infants meet again, their play now a private festival on the mossy rock. This is the reward. JAZZY and SAXOM sit side by side, their shoulders almost touching. For the first time today, the tension leaves SAXOM's frame. They watch, and in their watching is a shared, profound joy. They are not just mothers protecting, they are witnesses to a friendship being born, to their own legacy learning to play. path of growth is not smooth. A foot slips on damp moss, a small body tumbles. But these are not tragedies. They are lessons in gravity and resilience. The little ones right themselves, and when a fall is too hard, a mother is there not to stop the journey, but to offer a steadying hand for the next attempt. The deepest testament to their bond unfolds now. Exhausted from her coaching, Jazzy's head nods, then falls onto her chest. She sleeps, and in an act of profound communal care, Saxon's gaze broadens. She watches over her own son and Jazzy's sleeping daughter. The vigilant one has become the village, guarding the trust her friend so freely gave. Their private idyll is invaded by a bustling crowd. Piper arrives, a mother managing a small dynasty, an older juvenile, and a clinging infant. The rock suddenly feels smaller, louder, more crowded. And then the atmosphere chills. Brooker. Her name is spoken here with a hushed tension. She is not a nurturer, but an opportunist of chaos, her eyes always calculating, looking for advantage in another's vulnerability. Brooker strikes like a shadow. Her target is Piper's inattentive infant. A gnarled hand darts out, but Piper is a seasoned warrior. With a scream of rage, she intercepts, snatching her child back mere inches from Brooker's grasp. The theft is foiled, but the threat hangs thick in the air. JAZZY and SAXOM need no words. In perfect, terrifying unison, they become a single entity of defense. Their children are swept into the center of a living fortress of fur and muscle. They face outward, eyes locked on Brooker, a united front. SAXOM's constant fear and JAZZY's placid trust have fused in this moment into something formidable. Unconditional, collaborative protection. As the amber light of late afternoon gilds the canopy, the two families make their way to a final stop. The great peril has passed, but the daily necessity remains. they find a clutch of fallen coconuts. Here they feast. This is no mere meal. This is the sacred preparation. The rich milk and meat will fortify JAZZY and SAXOM, transforming into the life that flows into their own infants tonight. They eat for two. The stone platform is empty now. The mossy boulder waits. But today, in the silent archives of the forest, a story was etched. A story not of kings or conquests, but of the gentle, fierce curriculum of motherhood. It is a story of two mothers, one who guards like a sentinel, and one who trusts like an open hand, who found, in watching their children play, a common language stronger than fear. They taught their children to walk, and in doing so, they reminded us that we all learn to navigate this world from the unique shelter of a mother's love, whether it is held close or trusted to let go.